Welcome to the Life Chaplain, where we encourage, enlighten, and inspire. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for checking out another Life Chaplain video where we encourage, enlighten, and inspire in 3 minutes or less. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that notification bell, and that way you can be notified every single week when I drop new content. Today we're going to talk about finishing strong. I don't know about you guys, but I love track and field. Like, if it's on TV and I see it and I've got time, I'll watch an entire meet. I love track and field. Now, when I was in high school, full disclosure, I was not a really good runner. I actually was decent. I was not the fastest guy, but definitely not the slowest guy. But my problem is I didn't have good technique, and I surely did not have the discipline to be able to condition my body and to eat correctly as well. It wouldn't be until I actually joined the Army that I learned how to run and how to condition my body to get the very best results that I was looking for. But when I watch the track meets on TV, I love it. Why? Because I love the finishes of the race. I don't watch the track meets for the beginning of the race. In fact, unless it's 100 or maybe a 400-meter race, the beginning doesn't really have that much of an impact at all. You've got time to be able to overcome a bad beginning of a race. But those photo finishes, is those endings that you didn't see coming. That's the whole reason why I love watching. Now, what's interesting for me is when you see those distance races, normally you've got that one person that's out front. And I always feel bad for them because that person is pretty much just a pacer. I mean, you almost never see that person win a race. But the finisher, the one that's going to win the race, is somewhere in the pack, somewhere in the midst of everyone else, maybe seeming unassuming, but that's running their own race. So I think the lesson for us is clear. We've got to run our own race, and we've got to be prepared to finish strong. We can't look at other people who are ahead of us or maybe seem like they've got it all together, or maybe we're chasing them and say, well, there's no way that I can actually win this race. I would even submit to you that you shouldn't even gauge yourself off of that, because that person may be running a race where they're actually jumping hurdles right now, and your race may not even have hurdles. Or maybe vice versa, you're jumping hurdles and that person isn't. The reality is that we all have different starting blocks in our lives, starting points, and different things that we have to go through. So what we have to do is run our own race, but more than anything, get ready to finish strongly. If we give up in the middle of a race, then what's the point of even starting a race? So if we're at a point where we are not running the race the way we know we should, or we feel like there's not enough time, we still need to pick ourselves up and finish the race strongly. Well, that's our time. Thank you for your attention. I look forward to bringing you another message next week again. This has been The Word in 3. We'll see you next time.